And welcome to ESQ-Astro Sauce. I am the host, ESQ-Astro, and we are going to get into today's collective daily read. Okay, the weekly is out. It was put out yesterday evening, so if you want to see that, after seeing this, hopefully this will give clarity to that reading, or vice versa, if you're seeing this one first. Okay. So here at ESQ Astro, we do a classic Egyptian tarot pyramid build-up as far as the spread is concerned, which is different than most tarot out there today. I do use the Egyptian tarot cards, okay, and then we also use the Gods of Egypt oracle cards to clarify and classify the reading. Bottom of the deck will reveal exactly what we don't see coming. Okay, and then I'll go through my own interpretation of the cards as we lay them out. All shuffles are done live on camera to, again, avoid any card trickery, card sorcery, or card manipulation. Basically, that's what we'll say. So I do call in the Most High, my spirit guides, and my ancestors to guide the reading, and with mind, body, and spirit. First card coming out is the Hierophant in the upright. Next card is the Empress reverse. The Lovers reverse. The High Priestess. Okay, so just what I'm seeing so far, just from the first row, having both. Both of the hierarchy on both ends in the upright, and then the reversals in the middle. Okay, leading with the Hierophant, I would definitely say somebody may be in a place of teaching, learning, in a place of, I would say, a possible quest towards the Empress in reverse, which is a golden opportunity, okay, which may be on hold in some type of way based upon the, I guess, the lack of movement that the Hierophant may have had for that to occur. But it also may be based upon a choice you're not making, okay? So, again, a choice that needs to be made could affect how this opportunity is available. So, I would definitely say, it could even be the reversal of a choice. So again, the High Priestess coming out on the end. There may be some higher counsel that needs to be sought, maybe on both ends, I'm not sure. But both of those particulars coming out on each end, again, the direct opposites and the only two uprights, definitely a bit of a tell-all. Let's build up to the second row. Next card out, the Magician in reverse. Okay. And then we have the Judgment card at the heart of the spread. Okay. Next out is the Hangman. Okay. So yeah, I really think they're saying, again, there's something that is, again, being manipulated or not done. I don't know. Something's not coming to completeness. Somebody's not using all of what they can or should to manifest. But again, this is a choice. Again, we got the Sun in both of these cards here in reverse, and those are the opportunities. So far, 3 reversals, 4 upright. So dominant upright reading, I think, with Judgment at the heart of the reading, it's definitely saying something is being put on the scales, something's being weighed out. And with the Hangman coming next, again, it still may be that place of contentment. But don't forget, the Hangman can actually mean some sort of completion or some sort of, I guess, agreements to disagree or, again, compromise. The Hangman can also represent that. So it may be a place where judgment is passed, and again, some type of compromise or some type of content position needs to be held as we're still working towards getting that happiness, The next card out is that Wheel of Fortune, which is definitely going to be bringing some happiness. Again, from the weekly read, the Wheel of Fortune came out in the clarifiers for the week. So I definitely see somebody's fortunes definitely having some type of change around this week. That Wheel of Fortune is upright, and then we have the Tower card in reverse. So yeah, that definitely can cause some type of rebuilding going on. Okay, or even exposure of again, some manipulation or some type of deceit or something that's just unknown and in the dark coming to light, just based upon somebody having different type of leverage at this point. Something coming in to kind of balance things out, uh, but again, put you in a place to truly see a rebuild. Topping off the reading is the Temperance card upright. So yeah, so this is definitely restoration of some type of balance. Okay, whether it's individual or in a relationship, because with the Hierophant and the High Priestess coming out, that could relate, that could show relationship energy in the higher court, which could have been, again, being a marriage or maybe a situation that uh, is in the process of getting to that particular bond. But, again, still a dominant upright reading. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Star card in reverse. Okay. So it's funny that I get that Star card in reverse. I just got that in one of my personal reads, I believe, from yesterday. And it's basically just saying Star card in reverse can be like being an indecision. Again, this is the bottom of the deck, so this is what we can't see coming. You know, being in a place of indecision, being in a place of maybe over analyzing. Again, being in a place where again you may be holding back to see what others will fill in the cracks with. Okay. The Magician in reverse can also represent that, so um, use your magic sparingly, but again, watch how other people use theirs, especially when it comes to deceit. There does look like there may be some type of deceit going on here, especially with the reversals. And again, it could be attached to that golden opportunity that you've been waiting to come in. Because it seems like there's been a period of patience and waiting, and again, just kind of staying on course and not going off course, which again is leading to you eventually getting to that top of the pyramid, the Temperance. But watch for the Star in reverse. You may be presented with some challenges that are related to this Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so things could come in that are overwhelming. And again, it may just be time to um, stay in that place, fall back, or what you do is, I would say, depending on the volume of what comes in, put yourself on a 10 to 30 day analyzation with minimal output, and then by that 10th to the 30th day, start activating things that are in this planning that you've been doing as the Hangman. Because the Hangman is not just hanging around for no reason, Again, the Hangman is a place of contention, but it's also being in a place of compromise, seeing the potential in certain things and how things can move based upon how you're planning. So, if you got a good plan in place, even if you got a bad plan in place, it's just better to have a plan than no plan, But at least have a plan. That way, again, when the money or whatever type of resources are coming in for you, you can activate the things you need to without overspending, okay? As well as doing your research to make sure, again, that you are um, getting the best value out of your investments, okay? Definitely some news going to be coming in. This week based upon the reading that we did yesterday for the weekly. So today could be that day. Some big cards in this spread. We're gonna get to the gods and see what they clarify and simplify the reading too. I think the reading's pretty straightforward. I mean, as all my readings are. I really again look for solution in what we're seeing, and definitely seeing solutions here, but definitely seeing some things that we need to watch out for, be aware of, and just be extra, you know, careful with when it comes to energy. We are going into some pretty unique aspects this week, especially the Venus square Mars, which can be, hang-ups in love, just that opposite energy in a square, but things that are being put to a challenge to actually help change come in. Okay, so this is Uranus in Gemini. For anybody who's a Sagittarius, I'm a Sag, so that's right in our love sector. And again, with Uranus, they're affecting things. We have to be mindful of this particular square that's coming because it can really, really affect things to do with communication, over communicating, aggressive communication. So we definitely want to be the cooler head if things do get heated. And the main thing is, again, edit yourself in real time because we could be speaking a lot sharper than we realize. Let's just say that. And so, but all right, the gods coming in with the clarification of creation in reverse. Okay, so I always say that's recreation or recreation, or again that coming out next to the tower. It could be a rebuilding. So creation in reverse is, or it could be saying the death of something. Because the opposite of creation would be destruction, if you really want to get technical. So, but yeah, this could be something again being destroyed. Again, the clarifier on the bottom of that deck is reverse. That clarifier for the gods comes out in reverse, and then we get the Ra card upright at the bottom of this deck, which is enlightening. Okay. So, like I said, definitely some information or news or some type of update with some things coming in. Again, this could be with a relationship, a job. I definitely would say, even with a partnership in business, definitely could come into play with this type of reading as well. Okay. But I definitely see some good movement. The main thing is just know you don't know everything. That way you can learn. That to me, that's what the Ra card symbolizes. Because when we act like we know and we don't actually put ourselves in the know, then that's where we can put ourselves in the place of being misused or being misinformed and then spreading misinformation until we're corrected by somebody who actually can show and prove. So it's always best to be in that place to show and prove. So again, let's not get ahead of ourselves and talk about things we don't know when we should actually be open to learning so that we do know. Okay. But I think the reading's pretty simple. I'm not going to take it much further in the interpretation. Please leave a comment if it resonates at all with what I'm saying. If you see something that I'm not seeing or saying, let me know. Let me know how I'm doing. And you guys like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That's the only way we're going to get out into the algorithm and get the message to those who are really needing clarification. Because we don't do this for entertainment purposes. This is for those who are truly in the collective looking for answers and, again, clarity. A lot of this sometimes just clarifies things for certain people. In other ways, it gives people direction as far as what they may be seeing as far as the progression as I'm going through the cards. So they may be here, but by the time I get up here, they're getting a different understanding of how they may need to move, which is why I include, again, the astrological tips as well, because I know the astrological things move daily. So this affects our moods, this affects our magnetism, what's coming to us, how we're rejecting things. So it affects a lot, especially when you start talking about the moon cycle, which is the most important because, again, the moon moves the fastest out of all the planetary bodies, and it visits every zodiac sign twice a month. So twice a month, you have effects of the moon in your zodiac, which can be a boost. Sometimes it can be a little heavier, depending on the cycle of the moon, whether it's a quarter moon, half moon, full moon, new moon. So just know that those things definitely play into your emotional body. especially when the moon is in your opposite sign. If you don't have any planets in that particular opposite sign, it really can be a open space for emotional challenges or emotional ups and downs. Okay, so. But yeah, the reading's pretty simple. I would definitely say somebody's got something that they're not expecting or that they may be expecting or been waiting on, and it's finally coming into play or into some type of talk or some type of conclusion where, you get that wheel, you start to rebuild, balance things back out, and again, um, you don't see the star power that's involved coming with that, as well as the recreation or the destruction of something that's old, bringing in something new. Because Ra is always about, being enlightened is always about something new. So we get excited about the new iPhone and this and that, but where's the enlightenment in that? I'd rather be enlightened by an old book that I can find that I've never read that exposes me to information that I can actually use in the here and now or see in play as we all are in the position to analyze the society and environments that we live in. So I'm going to leave it at that. I appreciate y'all tuning in to ESQ Astro Sauce. This is ESQ Astro signing out. Peace.